Hello everyone and welcome to Gionsec. Today I'll be showing you how to make a 24-hour digital clock using JavaScript and HTML. So first, we are going to make a new folder. I'm going to name it something, not something actually. And I'm going to open my favorite code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. Yay! Okay, I'm going to go Control K, Control O, and I'm going to select the folder that I just created. Okay, I'm going to have a new file. Let's say index.html. Okay, and I'm going to emit the entire document structure of the HTML document. So I'm going to emit that, and then I'm going to remove whatever is not required for this project. And I'm going to rename the title to JS Digital Clock. Okay, and I'm going to have a div element inside the body. And inside a div element, I'm going to create span elements for each of hours, minutes, and seconds displaying. So I'm going to say span ID is hours. Oops. And I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to make this ID to minutes and this ID to seconds. Great. Now we're going to go to the JavaScript part. And I think I'm not going to make a JS file separately for that, so I'm going to include the script below the div tag. So here it goes. And I'm going to take all these elements inside first, so I'm going to say const hours equal to document dot get element by ID and hours. Okay, I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to say minutes and this one to minutes as well. Okay, I'm going to say this to seconds and this one's to seconds as well. Okay, now I'm going to we have to put put time as hours, minutes, and seconds inside the browser and have to update time. Okay, so what we have here is we have a function called setInterval. And what it does is it creates another function, let's say example function, and we assign a time to this, like say 100. So what setInterval does is it calls example function 100 times in per unit time. Okay, so here we are going to make a function like this, an arrow function inside here, and we are going to say, let's say console log hello. Okay. And let's see what it looks like. So I will just open that file here, in the browser, and there is nothing actually. So we'll just open the console developers tool by hitting F12, and there you can see that the hello is, you can see the hello counter. So it's probably working, and not probably actually working. And let's get into the function, how to display these things. So JavaScript has a date constructor for us. So we are going to initialize that by saying variable date equal to new date. And here you can see that it's actually a constructor. And it has a lot of stuff that which you are going to use. So we are going to say, now we have this hours, minutes, and seconds. So we are going to say hours.inner HTML equal to date dot get date, and we're going to say get hours because we need hours, we don't need date. And so we're after the hours it comes minutes, and minutes dot inner HTML equal to date dot get minutes, and then we're going to do that as well for seconds as well. Oops. Yeah, okay. Seconds.inner HTML equal to date.get seconds. Okay, we have everything here and we are displaying everything. So let's see how it looks like actually. Here we're going to refresh it and see the single digits are like 9 and 10, which is kind of weird. And there's also no space, and there should be a colon inside between the span elements. So let's go and create that. So I'm going to say colon, or I'm going to say and NBSP colon semicolon, and then I'll say colon. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to do it for the next element as well. And what I require here is we need to prepend a 0 for single digit numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stake this span elements as an array and then loop through each of them and see if the length of one of them is 1, then we are going to prepend a 0 for that. I'll show you how. So we are going to say as var spans span elements equal to document dot query selector all, and I'm going to take span. I have this array as spans, so I'm going to loop through that array as spans dot for each, and for every span element that we have, we are going to check if span dot inner HTML dot length equal to 1, then we are going to prepend a 0. So span dot inner HTML equal to double backticks. I'm going to say a 0 and a dollar symbol followed by 2 curly braces, and inside the curly braces we are going to write span dot inner HTML. Okay, sounds cool. Let's see if this is cool or not. Yeah, we have it, 0506. Look, it's actually taking shape. Okay, and we're going to make it look a little bit more beautiful by adding some styles here. So I'm going to say like 24 hour digital clock, and I'm going to add some styling. So below the title tag, I'm going to say style, and inside the style, firstly I'm going to do the prerequisite for styles, that is margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing, which is border box. Okay, and then I'm going to style the span elements. So I'm going to say the background color is yellow, and there is the div elements. So I'm going to say that the background color for div is, what should I choose actually? Light blue, maybe not light blue actually, maybe it's a little bit like here. And we are going to set a width for that. So width of, let's say 70 viewport width, and we are going to create a margin of left, and that is 15 viewport width. Okay, also we are going to have to style, oh, and I forgot, you need to center your text. So we need to go to center that text align center, and just to have a look, wow, okay, the text seems too small. So we are going to say font size, which is 120%. And in the span, I'm going to say font size equal to 200%, so like really big. And I'm going to make an H1 as well. And here I'm going to say font size, which is, let's say it's about 200, kind of like 150%. I don't know. Okay, let's see how it looks. Oh, okay. So I think we just need to go like Super Saiyan, and we need to make it like 300. And we need like after this H1, we need some space for this to appear. So I'm going to say like div, and then I'm going to say margin top, and I'm going to make it like how about 30, no, not 30, like 25 viewport height. That will be okay for us. Okay, I think I should have, made it 400 just to see how it looks. Okay, maybe 500 would be working. How about 6? I don't know how it looks like actually. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is the matter. Okay, so I'm going to make it 300, and I'm going to make it 200. And let's see how it looks like. Oh, super big. Okay. And probably this should be like 200, and this should be like 200 as well. Okay. Yeah, that looks perfect. I mean, come on, that looks great. So that was the code, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, I will see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to comment about the next video and the content of the next video so that it helps me to find out something new for you guys.